Hey Pisces, this is Tara and welcome to your June 15th through July 15th Psychic Tarot Forecast. This is for 2018, of course, and I'm going to pull 2 cards for each 2-week period. All right, I hope you all are enjoying your summer thus far. This is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising, this particular video. So watch your rising and moon signs as well. As I always say, it'll complete the picture more. This one wants to come out. This one does. Okay, so we have our 2 cards for June, July, and July. Okay. And then we have one to grow on. It wanted to come out. So we'll see what's going on with you all, Pisces. All right. Let's see for the last 2 weeks of June. Well, really beautiful cards, nice cards, beneficial cards for you. I love this. I love this for you, Pisces. There's the 8 of Pentacles facing, I'm going to grab my wand, the Ace of Cups. The 8 and the Ace. Okay, so this is about you putting in some hard work. Let me say this differently. This is about you working your talents, your abilities, and really refining them, taking them possibly to another job. Maybe you're an apprentice, but maybe not. Maybe you're just really using those talents and abilities for more money. You see an increase in your income. I love that. Out of this comes the Ace of Cups. This guy is facing this Ace of Cups. So you're working towards something that really makes your heart sing. What could that be? Think about that, Pisces. What is really making your heart sing? I feel like you all are making major steps towards your spiritual growth. Some of you may be in the holistic field. Some of you may be in the field I am in, the metaphysical, intuitive, whether you do cards, astrology, numerology. I'm just feeling like it's not only that, but it could be towards a love relationship that you're wanting to pitch in more with the family finances, and you're loving what you do. I just feel like what comes out of this is the universe is saying, okay, now you're who you are, Pisces. You're being more steadfast in your abilities. You're not wavering as much. So we're going to grant you another blessing. And I decided to turn this card over, the one that came out a minute ago, and guess what comes up? The King of Pentacles. So the blessing could be a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, who represent the earth signs, and earth signs are pentacles. So this could be a love relationship between one of those signs, earth and water. Yeah, they mix, absolutely. It could also be that you're working for this king. I feel like for most of you, this is a positive card. Now, some of you are going to say, oh, that King of Pentacles, that's a, and I'm just throwing this out because I love Virgos. That's a Virgo who's just so particular, wants everything so, But it could be that. It could be that you're feeling some pressure from them. But I don't know. The clarification card for this Ace of Cups, which is a beautiful blessing to you, and that's what I feel like they may be. So let me know in the comments below, right? Nice. Okay, let's see what July holds for you. Wow, you and Aquarius. Really beautiful cards. And I say beautiful, they are positive. I will say if a card has a negative meaning. Now, whenever there's a negative meaning of any cards, I'll just stop and say this. Whenever there's a negative meaning of any card, you flip over and what's the positive outcome? Sometimes in life we think that, say a circumstance happens and it seems so bad. It seems like, oh my gosh, how are we going to make it? What are we going to do? Whether it's financial, whether it's health. But yet sometimes it can have a really positive outcome. If you haven't seen the movie, I can only imagine. I think it's out of the regular theaters now. But this guy, you know, had a hard growing up. You know, his dad was not the nicest of nice, and he played football, but he got so badly injured in high school that he couldn't play football anymore. So he went to music, and I won't tell you the complete story. You may know it already, but sometimes life takes us in the direction we need to go, despite, you know, how we want it to happen. That's all I'm going to say. And I kind of fit like that long explanation I just went into, that hopefully to you is very helpful. The Hierophant card. I feel like that sort of goes hand in hand with what I was just talking about. Learning life's lessons, learning the how things can turn out. Like, these two guys are bald, but they're looking up to this guy that can say, hey, and this is my interpretation in this particular reading, is you don't always have just one option. So open yourself up, learn more. There's spiritual growth, there's enhancement, there's enlightenment. And then the sun comes out. I mean, this is just a fun little reading. The sun card comes out when, or after, let's just say after there've been some storms and lightning and thunder, and it's been scary. It's been like, what are we going to do? You know, in a practical sense, how are we going to pay the bills? How are we going to be happy? Be a happy person. This has not been an easy year for most signs, most people. But I feel like June is taking a different turn. And I feel like by the second half of June and into July, you're going to start seeing more joy, more happiness, because always after the thunderstorm, the sun will eventually come out. And this is optimism, hope. You're ready for newness, the light to shine. Very positive. Okay, I wanted to look into my crystal. And I don't really like to say negative things, but life is not always a bowl of cherries, is it? So we'll see what comes up, you know, via the crystal, and we'll just see what else intuitively comes. And, you know, maybe for a lot of you, it's getting better. Life is getting better. Well, this is interesting. Right after I said, you know, I feel like some of you, after I just said that, you know, life is not a bowl of cherries, and I'm not looking for anything like this, but I did see, like, some of you have put to, or sent a loved one to heaven. Let's say it that way. It could be a pet, but it could be a loved one as well. And I feel like some of you were assigned, or maybe you're the executrix or executor of the will, or maybe some of you had to make arrangements for that particular, you know, whether it was a funeral, whether it's a memorial. You know, some of you were in charge of that. See, the crystal's very honest, isn't it? But not all of you this is for. This is for a certain group. So you're going to say, no, I haven't lost anybody recently. Now, this could be in the past 3 months, or it may be in the, you know, the next year. Sometimes these readings go out a year, and that's very specific of losing someone, and then you're the person who has to, you know, or who makes the plan. So anyway, just saying. Okay, what else comes up for Pisces? I just keep hearing the word growth. At your will. So, you know, what's the saying? Thy will be done. And I just feel like you all have new sea legs to stand on. Oh, wow. And right when I said that, I looked back at the crystal, and this beautiful white amber light shone on it. So I do feel like that you all are getting your sea legs back. If you feel like you haven't had them, there is obviously joy to come. Okay, any totem animal or anything else that we can... Oh, turtle. Oh, I love that. This is one of the big sea turtles. So we're talking about sea legs. And then I turn the crystal and there's a huge sea turtle. It could be a small one. Some of you may say, well, I have turtles in my backyard. You know, I have a little pond and turtles. It could be that. But the meaning comes from the large sea turtles as well. So you might want to Google that and see how that connects with you, what their motives are, how they live their day-to-day life. And I do see someone pointing to you. And up to the sky. You know, we have let's see, full moon on June 26th. Oh, you guys remember too, and a lot of you will know this if you're in astrology. June 26th, a couple things happen. We have a full moon, which, you know, we've always been told that it's the endings, but it's also new beginnings as well. So June 26th, we have a full moon. We also have Mars going retrograde. Mars retrograde, Mars is the testosterone of the planets. So if you're thinking like, or if you look at the scenario like Venus and Mars are married, Venus is like the goddess love, Mars is like the god and or not god, but I would say more the action kind of guy. I can make this happen. I'm going to push this to happen. So it rules the sign of Aries, which makes sense, doesn't it? Because Aries are very driven people. So with Mars, you know, kind of hanging out for 2 months and not really in our vision for a couple months, we're hanging out going to lunch until August 28th, then, you know, don't push too hard. This may be a summer of not pushing, seeing your plans along and feeling them out. You are a water sign. Feel it out. Does it feel good? Keep going. Does it feel like I need to, you know, add a little something? Then do that. But just don't push, push, push. Okay. All right. So I put the crystal down. Anything else? I think that's... Some of you really like cats, don't you? Like a very active cat. This may just be for 1 or 2 of you, or 3 or 4, but some of you have a very funny, active cat. This cat, if it's an outdoor cat, may want to hunt, you know, bring home mice, thank you very much. If it's an indoor cat, loves to play, or just has a really funny personality. There's something just very out there about the cat. Maybe the cat's Mars-like. Maybe it's channeling its inner Mars. Okay, my friends, thank you so much, Pisces, for watching today. If you'd like your own personal private reading, look in the Show More section below. There's a link to my order page, and I'll have my website linked there too. Thank you so much for subscribing, those of you who have. I encourage you to subscribe if you haven't, and to like this video, and to make comments. Would love to hear comments from you. So you all have a safe month. Be well. Be kind to each other. Take care, and I will see you soon. Okay, bye-bye.